family back there. We're supporting our guys. Our guys are out there, or girls, or women. They're out there, drop the load, get home, safely to their family, make money. They're not out there to cause an accident, but what most of the stereotype is. So my book is The Life Behind a Wife. We've been married for 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
When I say that, I'm like, wow, there was no way I would have thought that I'd be married to someone for 16 years. But 16 years ago. And it hasn't been easy. When in this industry, you think there's so many ups and downs. And in the book, I talk about our losses, not just financial. I've had a miscarriage in this relationship. We've lost our home. We've been bankrupt. We've downsized. This industry is not straight across the board. As Jasmine said, when you think of military doctors and people are away from home, you know what they're bringing home weekly. On our life, George, my husband George, he can call and be like, oh, baby's tire blows, $600 for a tire. Now it's like, I have to rethink, okay, well, I'm expecting this load this week, but now I need to rebudget and do that. So our life is so unpredictable, but the rewards are awesome. And in the book, I talk about, there's this one chapter that I've kind of dear to me. It's the miscarriage. Imagine, picture yourself 36 years old, you get married, you love your life. He has no children, you have no children. You find you're pregnant 2 weeks after you get married. Yes. 6 weeks later, you're in the hospital having a tubal pregnancy while your husband is in the Everglades and has no idea what's going on because he has no signal. When you get married, you think, oh, he's gonna be my side, he's gonna, he's my partner, of course for life, but as your partner, when you go through things, he's gonna be there with you. But even though he's physically not there, he's there, they're there spiritually, mentally with you. And this night, I am in California, Kaiser. I call my mom, and I said, Mom, the nurse tells me, I hope this isn't too graphic for some people, when next time I go to the bathroom, take a tub with me, just in case of something. I'm not, and I'm just like, So I call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, this is what the nurse told me, and she goes, no, let's go. So we go to the hospital, and Mom's like, well, where's George? I'm like, Mom, George is like in freaking Everglades. He has no signal till in the morning. He's not, I can't reach him. And she's like, what? I'm like, no, I can't reach him. So we're in the hospital, 2 o'clock in the morning, and the doctor says, you have a tubal pregnancy. Didn't you know? I'm like, dude, I've never been married pregnant before. I just thought I was having that gas. I mean, we went to PF Chang's the night before, So, and he's like, yeah, you have a tubal, and if we don't do something, it could rupture and blah, 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 and I'm like, he goes, well, we need to take you in, and I'm like, no, dude, I'm married, my husband is supposed to be right here next to me. I'm not supposed to be going through this without a spouse, that's what I got married for, to have a partner. So, my mom's like, slap out of it, we gotta go do this. So she goes, I'll keep calling George, and we'll get him. So of course I go in and have surgery the next morning. I wake up in the fog, and I go, the first words is, she goes, yes, I got him. He's putting down the truck, he's catching a flight, he'll be here by the end of the night. So, and the whole time I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I got my women's Bible study group, they're all calling, and you really don't realize how strong you are until you go through something. And a lot of us think, oh, I can never handle that, I can never handle that. You can. You don't realize until you go. And I'm sitting there like, I have to tell this man who has no children that the doctor just told me that I will never be able to give him something that he's always wanted. And we've only been married for like 6 weeks. So I'm going through, as we go through all this in our head, like, we're planning. And I'm 6 weeks of marriage, and I'm like, I'm just gonna tell you, what, you're finding stuff away. I can't give you something that you always wanted. And if you want to, I understand. So he shows up, and my mom leaves the room, and I'm just sitting there falling and everything. And I tell him, I'm like, babe, the doctor comes in, and he goes, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I said, dude, we need to talk. And then I didn't say two, but.